Next up, we have our big surprise. Okay, so as you guys know, we have been hiding secrets from each other and revealing them as our tour shows go on and on. And today, one of us is going to surprise the others, or maybe two of us are going to surprise one of us, and we are going to see who is doing the surprise right now by playing this video. What a beautiful landscape that was. That was awesome. When it gets to the countdown, you guys have time to Are you scared, Nick? I'm not scared. Are you scared? I'm a little scared. Okay. My heart is racing out of my chest, actually. Okay, so you are scared, terrified. Alright guys, when we get to the point where we can count down with me, okay? Alright. I think I gotta win. You probably do. Alright.
My best.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow. Oh my god, I've been containing my excitement for this moment all fucking day. Alright, so me and Matt are switching to this side because we're going to turn on one of these cameras so you guys can see our reaction to Nick's surprise, which is going to play on the big screen. So you can see me and Matt, we're going to be right here. Nick is going to grab a hint from that shelf momentarily, and me and Matt are going to try to take one final guess on what his surprise could be, and then we'll have one of you in the crowd out there take a guess as well. Alright, you guys ready? Oh, I forgot, I shouldn't have done it. Okay, are you ready? Ready. I'm nervous. I'm excited. Oh god. A roll of the Nick. I killed someone. Oh my god. Is that the Nick? Wrong camera. Yeah. I look so cool too. Wow. Okay, Matt, do you have a guess? You can hold it. The first thing I thought, I know that this isn't what you did, the first thing that I thought was like making those duct tape wallets when we were in middle school. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, I just think that maybe you put something together and held it together with duct tape. That's some of the worst. What, dude, a roll of duct tape? I used tape for its function. That was the surprise. Okay, but what could I take something together? What could this possibly mean? How blessed are you that you get to find out so shortly? Alright, does anyone else want to take a guess on his very broad hint? Someone out there with a microphone pick anybody to take a guess. I don't have the mic, so shout with someone else out there. Pick anybody. Who looks the most hungry for it? Oh, she's ready. Alright, one guess based off of a roll of duct tape. Well, what's your name?
Hi, my name's Lucia.
Nice to meet you. Alright, the hint for today is a roll of duct tape. What do you believe I did?
I immediately thought that you, taped yourself to something for, a really long time.
Okay, I like that. Not a bad guess. That was better than my guess and Matt, so thank you for sharing. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Alright. That made the loudest thud I've ever heard. I'm done. I should have got this. Hold on. Before we get into this, I want you all to know, that this is my favorite surprise that I did for this trip. And I also would like to share, let's get really quiet and listen to my wording here. Make some noise if you're homophobic. Amazing! You guys will love this! After all of our surprises we've been doing, we've realized we kind of are at a loss for words after, so we decided to implement a pen and paper so me and Matt can live take notes so we can review after. Also, last thing I have to say. I understand that you guys are so excited, and I'm excited too, and a lot of you have been cheering, and I appreciate it. But in order to hear the surprise, I want to make sure you guys understand the jokes, get what's going on. So be excited, be happy, laugh, but make sure you're quiet enough to hear the video, because I want you guys to have the best experience watching this ever. Yes. All right, and we all have so much for being here. All right, get into it.
Hello, gorgeous members of the New York audience. It is me, Nick, and welcome to today's tour surprise. Why am I talking like I'm in an anime? Today we are going to do what most people think I am doing for a tour surprise, which is going to be getting in full drag. This is going to happen in 4 steps. Preparing and sketching, fitting, makeup, and serving. But before we do any of this, I know that I have to recruit the perfect people for the job. Please let me introduce you to the multi-talented, gorgeous, fashionable, and creative twins. Alright, now that we have the steps in order and the crew assembled, let's get into it. The first order of the business was figuring out what my drag name is going to be. Which, months ago, I already said on my podcast that I filmed with Sugar and Spice.
Ooh, well, what would your drag name be?
I've put thought into this.
I think I have such severe allergies, so I think Benny Drill would be so funny.
So we filmed that podcast months ago. And then right when we were done filming, I told Sugar and Spice about the tour that we're going on and that I needed to do something crazy for a tour surprise, and they were completely on board. So I went and hung out with Sugar and Spice after we filmed this podcast and made an initial sketch of what I am going to look like in drag, which was this. Which is literally insane. Spice drew this and it's unbelievable to me. So now we have the sketch and we have the drag name, so we're moving on to phase 2.
It is that. You're like YouTube, bro.
Look over the shoulder, bro, like it's very...
That's the thing about drag people don't realize is that it really is an illusion from head to toe.
For sure.
And you kind of are sculpting a full body underneath.
Yeah, no, this is like, I already feel crazy. This is like one addition.
Well, yeah. But I'm actually curious for you, like, when you started watching Drag Race and stuff, were you ever like, oh wait, like, oh, I don't eat. Like, were you ever like, did you ever think of yourself in drag or no?
No, I think that it's like everyone's delusional. They are, like you see a challenge. I can kill this. I never thought like that I have the ability to get there in any way.
But I kind of love when you say you're like, oh, I almost feel bad that you're kind of doing like the easy road because like, we're just like,
someone wants to be a drag queen, they have to start by like figuring out how to do makeup. Me too. Like I'm friends with 2 drag queens that are immediately doing it.
You're skipping all like the booger steps.
Yeah, I have the genie pass.
I have to get a fast pass.
Straight to victory. Oh my god! I feel like literally probably just my head. Like this is all I feel. Like I'm looking down and like that's not attached to me.
But I love it because we're easing you into it. You know, you're not full geisha yet. You're just in body.
I have my body. I ripped it off myself.
That is you.
This is insane. It's also just like the waist being this small is terrifying. If I was gonna have it again, it's even scarier.
I think you're truly giving the feminine illusion. Like, we're not cutting any corners.
No.
So we're not half-assing this, baby.
But also, your brothers better appreciate this because you are going all out.
Exactly.
You are getting molded and taped.
Honestly, like, just your nerve and audacity to do this, I think it's just so inspiring. Even to the everyday girls that want to just put on a little more lip gloss, but they're afraid the girls are going to judge. It's like, if you can do this, if we can turn ourselves into femme fatales, it's like, baby, you can do anything.
Exactly that.
Hey guys, I'm at the studio and Sugar and Spice are on their way. I got here first and I wanted to get here first on purpose because I needed to make sure that I could get here, sense my space, and breathe and prepare. Because I don't know why I'm so nervous because I'm literally hanging out with friends and doing something fun, but I'm having a heart attack internally. And my number one question is where are my balls gonna go? Not to be TMI, but it is my genuine thought. This is just an experience that, not to this degree, but I think everyone should experience something so fun and so wild because it's just truly expressive.
It feels so funny because it's like when I have just the wig and makeup on, but then still the boy body, it's to me it's the equivalent of
the hairline reveal.
Like, certain things need to be seen. Like the fantasy
you're like halfway through.
Is anything about like seeing Goofy outside on his lunch break smoking a cigarette and it's not on the body, it's like, oh, childhood ruined. Also, Miss Sugar is running a little bit late, so we're taking matters into our own hands.
We're getting started.
This is so fun. I love how you're breaking your makeup virginity.
I've never had makeup on my face, and instead of starting there, we're doing full drag day of.
Wait, so what makeup have you had? Like, have you done face paint or?
Literally, I was always the kid that was like too embarrassed to put face paint on my face. Like, I'm not doing that, like at like the fair or like a school event.
Right.
So literally never that. I don't know like the maximum amount of makeup I've had on, but it's very minimal. Well, I think it's just such an aggressive
God, that looks so uncomfortable.
I just think that
That's a good word.
drag itself is like, to me, and why I've been so interested and I've become so interested in it, is literally, it's like, it is truly, in my opinion, the most forward action you can take of like self-expression, you know, and that's all I am about, is just literally anybody doing whatever they want, however they want, whenever they want.
Does it feel bad to
Preach.
you on the audience?
It doesn't. I feel pretty chill.
It's gonna be interesting to see what you look like when we powder them and you have like no brows.
I know.
Oh my god, you're turning into like a little baby fetus.
I feel like I look like the Gerber elf, like the cookie guy. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Okay, so makeup too is hard to get used to. But good thing, do you wear contact? I didn't even bother. Okay, yeah, that would have been. Yeah. It took me years to even learn how to put a damn contact in my eye.
Oh, do you see? You kind of look like an egg. It's
Oh my god, we're really getting fashion without a
very modeling. I'm learning. You're very modeling.
Yeah, you have model. I'm like living. When I pulled up and you were across the street from far away, the wig cap looked like a blonde buzz cut, and I thought you dyed your hair, and I was like, oh my god, model.
I'm convinced that there was like triplets in our bloodline like years ago. We just like, don't know.
But they know us.
Your laugh, sugar, when you're
Oh, now we're clocking laughs? We're clocking laughs?
I was waiting for a
I'm over here doing
that was a fake
everything.
laugh. I'm supervising, sweetie. Get to
No,
work.
it wasn't a fake laugh, it was a conversational laugh. We all have our different laughs. It was like
conversation.
I'm listening.
It was like, like it was an endearing moment, sweetie. Like, your skin looks full of.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I am like, we need the Gucci campaign right now.
You're so funny.
And I think it's just, well, no, but I love it because it's like, you're kind of just like. Someone gives you a compliment, you're a sad.
I can't.
The
You're so good. Yeah, it's hard when you're not used to makeup because your eyes are automatically gonna start watering, but you're good.
I'm kind of living. Like,
Are you seeing the fantasy come together?
You have to get rid of that shirt, or did you keep it?
my life.
Yeah. I love like giving dream team together.
Literally. I've noticed like drag queens always have their eyes so wide open, but like you have to do it to see.
Right.
It's like at first I thought it was like a joke. It's like now with
They
like,
do
the lash
do
on,
that.
you gotta like, in order to see the ceiling, you gotta open your eyes like.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god, the lashes are giving.
Well, yes. It's crazy. I have a full face of makeup right now. I'm gonna have a wig on. I've never walked in heels.
Ooh, let's get this lip on. Well, sweetie, how about you get to work and do something? Well, I've been slaying this wig over here, sweetie, and you're trying to glue on an eyelash.
Oh my god, I love it.
Wait, did we spray the face yet?
Oh, I want to do that.
Girl, let me have my one job. Thank you.
It's my favorite thing. No. Use this one.
This is insane.
It's Anastasia, but no one cares. Just
Oh, girl, let me do. No,
we both spray at the same
Oh my god, you're gorgeous. Oh
You're
my
just
god.
realizing that now?
Well, no, I haven't seen with the lip. No. This is the better one. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, she's not going nowhere. We're good.
Guys, I have not seen the outfit yet, but I've seen Spice's amazing sketch of what it's going to look like. But
I haven't seen it in real life either. Yeah.
You haven't?
No.
How do I do this? Okay, I'll just put this down. Okay,
That is funny. Oh my god. This is epic. Are you kidding me?
You're
So good.
Let's give you your BBL.
Yes, it's BBL time.
I feel like I'm looking at
A mirror.
Wait, you're gorgeous.
Nice.
You're so pretty. It's like looking in a mirror.
Hold on.
crazy experience?
Oh my god, I have so many questions I wrote.
I have
Go for
so
it.
much to say.
Number one, did you have to get rid of that shirt that had makeup on?
So this is the funny thing. That entire outfit that I was wearing with getting makeup on, I was like gross afterwards. I put it in a laundry bag, and Matt does all my laundry, so it's waiting for you in LA for you to do.
didn't do your laundry.
Matt, if I brought that downstairs, if you would have saw makeup all over my shirt and been like, oh, I know exactly what he did for a tour surprise. That shirt is dirty in my closet right now, and you need to wash it. I would never let that. Also, the entire outfit that I'm wearing, like in drag, was in my closet from the minute I filmed that to after. I was like hiding like clothes, like corsets, and like.
I literally have on my question thing too. I said, "Is this the surprise you were so scared to come home from?" Because I remember Nick.
Yes.
Nick literally kept saying over and over again he was terrified to come home from one of the surprises, and I'm assuming it's because of.
Dude, I had lash glue in my eyes for like 3 days, and I was so scared that you guys weren't gonna notice it. And I was out with Matt like several times, like just going like this over and over, trying to get glue off my eyeballs. But I took all my makeup up out the warehouse before I. That's
Wow. Matt, was Smash or Pass female dish?
Whoa!
I look really like
Isn't it crazy how I knew he was gonna ask that question?
I was just curious. Okay, I have one more question, or two more questions. Go. How long did it take, and did it hurt?
It didn't hurt. I instead of pulling back what exists unattached to me.
Yeah.
It was just like layers of like tights. Like I got 4 pairs of tights on, and I had like a big skirt, so you couldn't see my balls through. Which is great. And then, what was your first question? How long did it take? I think I was, dude, the whole process after we filmed the podcast that I went on with them. Like a week or 2 weeks later, I went over to their place, did the sketch, or just talked about it, planned it, went over again, did the sketch, went over again, did the duct tape thing, and then had a designer custom make that based off of the body mold. So they cut the duct tape thing off of me, put it back together, and a designer had the shape of my body at their place, made a custom outfit, and then that's what the results were. So it took like 2 months of planning, but makeup into drag was like 6 hours. That's crazy. It was so cool though.
One of the things that I told Chris to do for a duo surprise with me was reach out to them and do it. And I'm glad we did it.
I know, we would have had the same surprise.
But me and Chris were gonna do that.
I know.
It was so crazy.
Wow.
Same.
Do you have any more questions?
I think that the one thing that I want to say is like, I feel like since you came out in high school, like I feel like this is like a bigger picture thing because it's like you have always had like these gay things that you wanted to do and these gay self-expression that you wanted to do. And I feel like you never really felt 100% fully comfortable to do that just because any environment or any people. So I think you doing it today in front of our biggest audience ever is an amazing.
And I knew that I did this. I was like, it has to be for New York because they're gonna get it. You know what I mean? I didn't want to risk doing this in like fucking Midwest. I didn't want to get, you know. Yeah, no. Well, who's the crazy aunt? Another place, the Kathy. Remember that honest guy? She didn't want to do their shotgun. Yeah, literally.
How they held you in the amount of time.
Dude, creating the most comfortable environment to do something so jarring for myself, you know what I mean? So I was really appreciative of them. And I was also so hyped because they're twins. So it's funny because it was like the Sturniolo triplets of drag.
Yeah.
Instead.
Wow.
Really? And also, I'm Matt, you said something super nice, but I'm so bad at articulating my words on the spot.
Yeah.
So I knew how I would feel in this moment. So I wrote this to read off of instead.
Go for it.
I wanted to be able to say it authentically. But I said,
my entire life being a gay triplet, I felt different than my brothers, and as a kid, I always made choices that stuck out and were a bit out of the ordinary. And I said, which I feel like I continue to do as an adult. And that's why when I introduced myself to drag, I fell in love with how bold and strong drag queens were. The art of drag has inspired me every day to make more choices I would usually be too afraid to make. Wear clothes I would usually be too afraid to wear. And the reason I really wanted to do drag as a surprise is because even though, hold on, I'm losing my spot. Even though it was out of my comfort zone, I wanted to be an example to every single person here, whether you're a 13-year-old girl or someone's 50-year-old dad, that you can truly express yourself however you want. You should always push yourself to make bold choices. You usually stop yourself from making. And then I said, and I also wanted to make it a point to say I'm truly grateful for my relationship with my brothers because they've created a safe space for me to express myself, and I hope that I do the same for them. And I hope that even one person leaves here feeling affected by the words and videos I've showed you today. And drag is not a dangerous thing. It's something that is fun. It's something that is appreciated. And it truly is just the biggest form of self-expression. It's really, obviously it's jarringly different, but choosing to wear what you guys wear today and then fully dressing up as a woman, there's no difference. It's not harmful, it's not dangerous. And I had a blast doing it. So thank you guys.
I think there's no better way to end our show than your speech right there.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed the surprise party for We're going to take a big group picture, and once again, I can't explain how blessed we are to be in a room with this many people.